ever wondered where some of the biggest brands in golf, like TaylorMade, Callaway, Titleist, Adam's Idea, etc., where they got their start and why they started, how they started? Well, today I'm going to tell you about the golf company Titleist, and how, like, what motivated the company to come to be what it is today. So, in 1932, a young amateur golfer named Phil Young was playing a golf round, and to be an amateur, Phil from what I read, was a pretty good golfer. He played a lot. He knew a lot about the game. He knew a lot about, how the clubs worked and et cetera, et cetera. But Phil missed a putt during this round that he knew, like, 100% it should have went in. Like, he made a good stroke. He was on his line. Everything was adding up to where that putt should have went in, and it missed. So Phil had the idea to take the golf ball apart and look inside of it and see, like, okay, what made me miss that putt? And he found that on the inside, the filling and the rubber bands weren't weighted properly. Like, one side was heavier than the other side, so it made the ball, turn to the heavier side, which caused him to miss the putt. So after Phil learned this, he had a friend in the medical field, which was actually an x-ray, like, technician, and he did x-rays for people. And so Phil took different golf balls of all kinds of brands, and even once he started creating his own golf balls, he took them to that friend and had him x-ray the golf balls and make sure the weighting was properly in the middle, so it would roll straight for every brand. And then once he got to where he was like, okay, I'm going to make my own golf balls, he took those golf balls to the x-ray tech, and he made sure everything was spot on, perfect. And I got that information from Titleist's website, Titleist.com. Moving on to my second source, AllSquareGolf.com. It took 3 years for Phil to design the golf ball that he was happy with and wanted to put on the market. So after 3 years of x-raying the golf ball, designing the golf ball where it would roll straight, putting the right amount of dimples on it, all this, it took 3 years. And once he released the golf ball, it instantly gained traction and instantly became the most popular golf ball ever, like, around. Everybody went to that ball. They started using that ball, and from 1932 to 2024, it is still the most used golf ball in history. It's the number one golf ball on tour. Everybody loves that golf ball, and it has been a staple in the golf community for many, many, many years. Now, according to golflink.com, these are just more like fun facts, but I did find that the companies who formed together to create Titleist or bought Titleist out, they actually made equipment for World War II troops, and I thought that was extremely interesting, because they went from golf balls to World War II equipment making companies to golf clubs, and I just thought that was interesting. And they officially stepped foot in the golf club making world in 1962 when they produced their first ever golf club. And from 1962 on, Titleist has gained loads of respect. Many tour players like Justin Thomas, he's probably the main one. They use Titleist clubs, golf balls, and have been for many years. And I personally use Titleist irons and Titleist golf balls. So